G'day folks, I'm SwiftJar and I hope you're all doing very well.
Hello!
Welcome back to the analysis and comparison series. This series is where we explore the history of a track from the Mario Kart series and analyse all the changes it has experienced over the years. As per the title, today we're going to be exploring all the changes made to Mario Kart 7's Rainbow Road, with the assistance of a Super Mario 3D World expert. Please know you can use the timestamps below to skip to any certain point of the video, including the giveaway at the end, and of course our new memberships we now have available. So grab your tickets and let's take the next rocket to Rainbow Road. 3DS Rainbow Road debuted in Mario Kart 7 and is the final track in the Special Cup. It has since been remade in Mario Kart Tour and will soon be part of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Mario Kart 7's Rainbow Road is the first Rainbow Road to contain only one lap, and it's divided into 3 separate sections. Despite only being one lap, the length of Mario Kart 7's Rainbow Road has increased, when being compared to its predecessors that is. This Rainbow Road is simply just different. Instead of floating above the atmosphere like we're used to, we now drive around planets, on the actual rings of Saturn, the surface of the moon, and of course driving along that trusty old rainbow. It all combines together for a much more realistic space environment. If you look out into the distance, all you'll find is stars, galaxy lighting, and even our nearby sun. This track's music is absolutely incredible and really unique. More specifically, it slightly dims when you're on the surface of the moon to make it sound like you're actually there. There's also a unique sound effect on this course when performing a trick. All these little added details really help it stand out as a whole. The track starts out on the famous Rainbow Road. Immediately, drivers can get a sense of the dangers ahead, with there only being a little bit of railing on the left bend in the distance, with nothing on the right. As soon as Lakitu declares the race underway, drivers are presented with a few turns before coming across some dash panel ramps, gap jumps, a bouncy mushroom platform, and a wavy road before completing Section 1. Section 2 starts off with a sharp turn right before leading into a hang glide section to Saturn's rings. The rings themselves are quite dangerous. This is thanks to the holes in the rings and the fast pace that drivers are racing at due to the boost panels. Drivers then exit Saturn's rings for a glide ramp, going straight for a stargate, placing them back onto the infamous Rainbow Road. The road here is extremely curvy, presenting several different curves before eventually becoming slightly wavy with holes in it. Lucky for racers, the moon is right below this road, meaning if racers do fall off, they will land safely on the moon. The moon is complete with low gravity, and there's even rolling chain jumps on there which can knock the players over. You can even do little tricks off the craters for a boost. Section 3 begins as we exit the moon and pass some rockets in the background. This section starts with several conveyor belts that provide racers with speed boosts. Drivers then head into a turning tunnel with several dash panels present and glide ramps at the end. Racers here can glide through star boost rings whilst dodging asteroids, or take the lower path with split rainbow roads with speed boosts. These paths will eventually fuse back into one, for one final windy rainbow road before returning back to the finish line. Mario Kart 7's Rainbow Road made its return in Mario Kart Tour's 2019 Holiday Tour. There are several significant changes made to Mario Kart 7's Rainbow Road in Mario Kart Tour. Allow me to pass you on to my friend and Super Mario 3D World expert being Thomas from the Switch Stop, who will clearly identify all the changes made in Tour's version of Rainbow Road.
Thanks, SwiftJar. As you mentioned, Mario Kart 7's Rainbow Road made its return in Mario Kart Tour, and boy is it still fun as ever. Granted, it was slightly changed and simplified due to Mario Kart Tour's gameplay physics. However, aside from the visuals, not a whole lot has changed in terms of gameplay. For one, the track is now noticeably flatter this time around, and overall a lot more easier to navigate. One thing that sticks out to me is the fact that the boost jumps at the start of the track are now aligned so you can't actually fall off the road itself. Visually, this track looks spectacular as ever, and the changes it brings actually enhance the overall atmosphere. I mean, the rails on the track are now formed by golden stars, the rails on the moon are now complete with neon lights, and even the golden arches in the third section were replaced with star-shaped arches, which obviously fits the space theme. Not only that, but many of the planet-like objects have now actually been replaced with real planets such as Jupiter and Uranus. Even the moon near the first turn is now a blue planet, just standing out a whole lot more. The background has even been updated to include many more galaxies, and hey, we can even see Earth now. The starting line has also been slightly changed. It now resembles a rainbow arch with a half star surrounding it. The Mario Kart text itself is also cyan, and there are Toad spectators in the course kitted out with spacesuits, which is super charming. Mario Kart Tour took my personal favorite Rainbow Road and improved it, which is why I cannot wait for this wave to actually drop. Now I'll pass it back on to Swiftjar, who will go over all the adjustments in Wave 3 for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe's Booster Course Pass.
Thanks so much for that, Thomas. It is super appreciated here on this channel, and to be honest, a little surreal. As Thomas mentioned, Rainbow Road is set to feature in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. It will fittingly appear as the final track in the Moon Cup. The course is largely based on Mario Kart Tour's remake of this track, but this time with even further enhanced visuals. The enhancements really make this track look absolutely sensational. The backdrop elements such as the skybox have been modified now to feature more galaxies and stars. The actual Rainbow Road is now popping like crazy. This is thanks to the neon blue lights which make up the borders and the newly modified glowing star ring barriers. The road is also a more watery, transparent rainbow, really making it stand out from the crowd. Even some of the stargates now are silver instead of gold, which look incredible next to each other. The blue planet at the start of the race has also changed from Uranus to Neptune, and the dash panels on Saturn's ring now have boost rings on top of them. The starting line banner has now also been adjusted slightly, with the rainbow arch now being a complete circle. Probably the best change of all is that the moon section of this track now features anti-gravity, which is very fitting for a track that is, in space. Also, shout out to MadLad who pointed this out in the Swift Cafe Discord. It appears that there are now several boost panels missing on some turns in this course. Make sure you're in the Discord so you can join in on the discussion, and even feature in my future videos. And that rounds off all the changes that SwitchStop and I could spot in Mario Kart 7's Rainbow Road. Let us know down in the comments how you feel about this track coming to Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, and of course if we did miss anything. Once again, a massive shout out to the entire crew at SwitchStop. Make sure you go ahead and check them out. It's extremely surreal to be able to collaborate with channels that I've been watching for years, and I'm extremely grateful to be in this position. As mentioned earlier, memberships are also now available on this channel, and the giveaway will be going live on my community tab on December the 8th. Just make sure you subscribe so you're in the running. Please remember to like the video if you did enjoy it, and subscribe to be sure you don't miss the other track analysis videos.
Thank you!
Until next time, take care and goodbye.